Hi students. Today we are going to discuss classification of hydroelectric power plant. These are the classification of hydroelectric power plant. That the first one is the according to the availability of head. That is a high head power plant, medium head power plant, low head power plant. And the second one is the according to the nature of load. That is a base load plant, peak load plant. And according to the quantity of water available, they are the five types under which, that is runoff river plant without pondage, next one is with pondage, then storage type plant, then pump storage type plant, and mini and micro hydel power plants. So first initially in this lecture we will discuss about the high head, medium head and low head power plants. So first the high head power plant. So in case of the high head power plant, the high head, that means head is above 100 meter, and this data is buried, that we can say that it may be noted that the some of the datas are overlap with each other. Therefore, it is very difficult to classify the plants directly on the basis of head alone. The basis therefore technically adopted is the specific speed of turbine used for particular plant, so that some data is also varied. So here this type of the plant works under head of 100 and above. The water is usually stored up in lakes. Here you can see on high mountains during the rainy season, or during the season when the snow melt. The rate of flow should be such that water can last throughout the year. So in this figure shows the high head power plant, and various number of elements are also represented in this figure. So here water is discharged by the spillway. This is the safeguarding structure of the dam. Cannot endanger the stability of main dam by erosion because they are separated. The tunnel through the mountain has a surge chamber. Excavated near the exit. Flow is controlled by head gates at the tunnel intake, butterfly valve at the top of the penstocks, and gate valve at the turbine. So this type of site might also be suitable for the underground station. Generally, one question arises in our mind: which type of the turbine is used for high head power plants? So the Pelton wheel is the common prime mover used in high head power plants. So this is the general discussion about the high head power plant. So we should know, first one is the head is 100 and above, and second one is the Pelton wheel is used as a prime mover or as a turbine in case of high head power plants, and these all are the elements which is shown in the high head power plants. Or head, this is reservoir, this is tunnel, surge tank, valve, penstocks, and these all the elements are discussed separately because it is already one of the most important chapter, that is spillway. Then second one is medium head power plant. So this is the layout of medium head power plant. Here you can see the river or reservoir, that is a trash tank, inlet slash gate. This one is the dam, this is the four-way, or we can see the surge tank, and this is the penstock, or here you can see the inlet valve. This is the total powerhouse, or we can say the turbine assembly, that is the Francis turbine is used in case of the medium head power plant, and this is the draft tube. And the discussion, we will discuss this medium head power plant. So when the operating head of water lies between 30 to 100 meters, and this data is also, the data can also be overlapped. The power plant is known as medium head power plant. This type of plant commonly used is, as we know, that Francis turbine. The four-way provided at the beginning of the penstock serves as water reservoir. In such plants, the water is generally carried in open canals from main reservoir to the four-way, and then to the powerhouse through the penstock. The four-way itself works as a surge tank in this plant, and this plant is known as a medium head power plant. So this is the simple construction of medium head power plant. And the last one is low head power plants. So this is the layout of low head power plant. Here you can see this is the dam, that means one type of the barrier, and this is a sluice gate, and this one is a canal, and powerhouse is installed here, and this one is the river flow. So these plants usually consist of dam across a river. A sideway stream diverges from the river at the dam. This one is here, you can see this one, you can see here. Over this stream the powerhouse is constructed. Here you can see. Later this channel joins the river further downstream. This type of plant uses vertical shaft Francis turbine or Kaplan turbine. So this is the simple basic information of different type of plant, that it means high head plant, medium head plant, and low head plant, and some other plants we will discuss in later or next, or in case next lecture. So thank you very much.